favorites. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera down to our project, and let's get started. Okay, for this project, what you're going to need is you're going to need a white card base. If you want to have a color other than white on the front of your card, you can go ahead and you'll need a square of whatever color you want the base of your card to be. I've got some thin white ribbon. Of course, my Nuvo glue, never craft without that. My scissors, a 2-inch circle punch, and a scoreboard. Okay, the first thing and then also you're going to want some sort of paper. This is a great use of any of those scraps of Christmas paper that you might have. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your circle punch and you're going to want to punch out 5 circles from your paper. Okay, my paper is like a velvet flocked paper, so that worked great. If you're working with the pattern paper, that works great also. If you want to use a solid color paper, you can also run it through an embossing folder and emboss it. That really adds to the beauty of the card. So what I'm going to do is once you've cut out your five circles, then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your circles and you're going to want to score right down the middle. This my circle punch is a looks like about a 2.5 diameter punch. So I'm going to go ahead and score it right at 1 1/4. You're going to want to just score them all. So what you're doing is you're essentially just scoring them right down the middle. Hopefully you guys are all enjoying the holiday season. The stress hasn't kicked in too bad with it being COVID season. I've just decided I'm going to have a little bit more of a laid-back Christmas and just focus on the important the important things about the season that I love, as well as just getting to spend time with my family. Okay, so I've got all my circles, and I have scored them all on the back. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Nuvo glue and I am going to just put some glue on 1/2 of my circle, and I'm going to just line up those score lines and glue these two together. Now I always talk about how fast drying the Nuvo glue is, and this is going to show you how quick it dries, because I'm going to be able to move on and add that next piece right away. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep repeating the process. So I've added more glue on this side, and I'm going to go ahead, fold my side in half. Okay, and glue those together. I do want the decorative side to be on the facing outward, and my non-decorative side to be on the inside. Okay, now I'm just going to repeat the same thing. I'm going to take my circle, Big reason I love this card is it's a nice way to use up a lot of my Christmas scraps. And I like using 5 circles. You don't necessarily need to use that many if you don't want. You can use anywhere from about 4, or you can, if you want your ornament to be more dimensional, then you can go ahead and add some more circles. Okay, and so I've got all 5 of my circles done. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, I went ahead and left the last 2 open, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this around and I'm going to place it or glue it down to my piece of black. But first I have to glue the black on my white card. So I'm just going to glue that down. Okay, now next what I'm going to do is we're going to be gluing this down to be an ornament, just like that. Okay, but I want to have it hanging off of a piece of ribbon, so I'm going to kind of place my ornament where I'd like it to be on my card, and then I'm just going to lift it up so I'll know exactly where I want to glue my ribbon down. I like, one thing I like about the Nuvo glue is I do like the fact that it's got such a detailed tip on it. And then not only that, but here I have a little bit of glue. It's kind of hard to see, but I have a little bit of glue that's kind of off to the side. That's going to dry clear, so I don't have to worry about that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and snip that ribbon. Okay, and then I've got my 2 sides that open up, and I'm just going to put glue on both of those sides, because in just a second I'm going to go ahead and glue it down to that black piece of cardstock. These also make really cute ornaments, so if I just wanted to make this into an ornament, I could just go ahead and glue these 2 pieces together instead of on the side. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and make sure I've got that ribbon covered. I'm going to go ahead and hold those sides down. And what you're going to be left with is this pretty dimensional ornament on the front of a card. I'm going to go ahead and take a little more of my ribbon and make a bow. This is kind of my go-to card at Christmas. If someone happens to be coming over, someone drops by, this is a super fast and easy card to do. But you've got this gorgeous dimensional ornament. And if you do want to mail it, you can just, all of these sides will go ahead and lay flat so you can put it in an envelope. And so that pretty much completes our card. I had also talked about how you can go ahead and use it for an ornament. One fun thing to do is I've heard of a lot of families end up using one type of wrapping paper for each person of the family, and especially kids. And I think a fun way to reveal which one of them is assigned to each wrapping paper is to go ahead and do the same technique but make it into an ornament like we talked about. And then you can just hang those ornaments on the tree and cut your circles with the wrapping paper. And you could go ahead and stick the name of the child inside, and then they could open up the ornament, and that would reveal which wrapping paper was theirs. So I hope you enjoyed this fun card. Thanks again for all of your wonderful patronage and support of Hearts and Crafts. Thanks so much for supporting your local scrapbook store and supporting a small business. I hope you have a great day and have a wonderful holiday.